Hello? Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being so patient. We were having a little live stream issue, so I usually thank these people at the end of the day, but I thought I'd thank them now. Can we give a round of applause for Mr. Regal, mostly? Because he somehow figured out how to reboot the entire live stream in about 5 minutes. And on with the regular scheduled programming. Hello, and welcome to the 9th installment of 8th grade class of 2022 Inspiration Speeches. As many of you know, I am Tyler Shankwile, your guide throughout Inspiration Speeches. If you are a teacher or a student joining us right here in the gym, or if you are at home watching via YouTube, we are all glad to see you here today. How do you describe the speeches for today? Well, inspirational tends to be overused, mostly by me, and pretty much everyone. I mean, it's literally the largest point I can possibly think of. The speeches today cannot be put under one umbrella. Believe me, I've tried. Today's 3 speeches pertain to a soccer player, a grandfather, and a gymnast. Told you they were different. If these traits were all in one person, that's an interesting situation. So prepare to hear these 3 speeches that are influential to all of us. First up is a speech about a soccer player. A soccer player, as I had stated before, is not an inspiration I would have thought of. I will tell you this, folks, inspiration can come from anywhere. Someone could tell me now that their pet rock is an inspiration, I would believe them. Anyway, it's not about what I think, or what you think for that matter. It's about the deliverer and their motivation. Speaking of the deliverer, he is a great person, an all-around fellow. He just played soccer, thus the inspiration, then sat for 3 hours in a math competition. That kind of dedication can only come from a man that can do it all. I am pleased to introduce to you today Mr. Jake Herron.
Hello, my name is Jake Herron. My inspiration is a dedicated and hardworking person. Brendan Aronson is a pro soccer player who has become one of the best soccer players in the U.S., and he has triumphed through many roadblocks in his life. He was raised in Medford, New Jersey, and attended Shawnee High School for a year before he was selected for the Philadelphia Union's Academy. He then was asked to attend his first Major League Soccer game and showed he belonged on the professional field. He is my inspiration because he is hardworking, he has triumphed through challenges in his life, and he has sacrificed things in his life to go pro, which takes a lot of dedication and determination. First of all, he is very hardworking. Every time I watched the Philadelphia Union play, he was almost always the guy who ran the most the whole match and would always fight for every ball. Most importantly to me, in practice, he always gave his best effort. When he was on the pitch, there was a new type of energy he brought to the game. He seemed to be the engine of the team because of how hard he worked. Because he worked so hard, he was rewarded with being invited to the U.S. men's national team. This brings up a quote I heard saying, "Hard work is the real key to success," by John Carmack. He has had some phenomenal games playing for the national team and is always getting better. To me, this is the perfect role model of how to become a professional soccer player, and for everything else you do in life, you should always work hard. Second, he has triumphed through many problems in his life. He has also pushed through many injuries, and some people who didn't think he would make pro, he proved them wrong. He became a professional because of his determination to improve and succeed. I'm sure he has suffered through many things because it happens to everybody. He may have had some hits and bumps along the way, but he pushed through because he had a dream. Every pro soccer player starts out with a dream to become successful, to become pro. He knew, and every pro knew, they would have to work extremely hard and put in the time and effort to do so. There are always people who may doubt him, but he proves them wrong. Pro soccer players triumph through problems. Lastly, he has sacrificed many things to become a pro. When he went to Germany, he moved away from his family. That takes a lot of determination to move away from the things you love. He had to leave everything behind to follow his dreams. He has to learn a new language, a new way of life, and he will start off there without knowing anyone. I'm sure he knows this, but he is still determined to become a pro. It takes a lot of work to go pro, but it also takes sacrifice. Some people don't go pro because they don't want to sacrifice their family and their friends behind. It takes a lot of sacrifice, I will say again, to become pro. It's often overlooked. What I'm going to take away from this is that for high school, even if I don't make the varsity team, I'm going to keep on trying. I will try to be the hardest working player out there and determined to always do my best. Most importantly, I will always give my best effort. I am ready to the best I can be and follow my dreams. Thank you. I will now take any questions. Mine? The question was, do I want to be a pro soccer player? I am not completely sure yet what I want to do in the future, but that is one of my top options. Justin? The question was Brendan Harrison my first choice for my inspiration? And yes, he was my first choice. Mr. Lonnebacher? The question was, what most part of his soccer game do I want to incorporate in my game? I would say the best part is the pace of attack he has. Like, it starts off slow, and then when he gets the ball, he immediately starts to attack when necessary, and then it's just a fast play that leads to a goal or a very good chance at scoring. Justin? The question was, do I aspire to be him if I become a soccer player? I am still not completely sure yet if I want to be a professional soccer player, but it's tributes of hard working and dedication and determination I would like to take from him and use it in my own life. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jake. I can see where you get your industrious attitude from.